Hey guys, I've got a cool little case study for you today about a YouTube channel which has got over 57,000 views, over 300 new subscribers, and the best thing is it's only just over a month old, and it involves this and this and these. Well, actually, it doesn't involve these. These are just for the ladies. So make sure you stick around and find out more. Hello YouTube, and a very special hello to all my subscribers. My name's Phil and welcome to my channel where I document my journey building an online income, hopefully helping you with your own journey. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about that case study where I've started a brand new YouTube channel and I've got it up to over 300 subs, which is quite a lot for me, and over 57,000 views. That is crazy. But before we talk about that, let's just remind ourselves that this month I'm giving away a free membership to Project 24, and anyone can enter this competition. It's really easy. All you've got to do is answer the question, what would you like to see on this channel? What would you like a topic of one of my future videos to be? Just comment that down in the comment section and you get entered into the competition to win a 1-year membership to Project 24. Now, if you're thinking, what the hell is Project 24? This is a full affiliate marketing, internet kind of building program by Income School, where they take you through step by step how to build either a business based on blogging or a business based on YouTube, or both. I've been following this course for about 18 months and I really think it's a good one. You can find out more details about that in the description if you want to check that out now. So let's talk about this new YouTube channel. Firstly, the niche is in the gaming niche. Now there's a bit of a background story to this. So I am mad about aviation. I was a private pilot. I had my license and everything. But because of the cost of this hobby, I just haven't been able to do it for a while. And also I've moved to Taiwan where general aviation basically doesn't happen. There's a very small little area of the island where you can do that, but it's about 6 hours away from where I live. So the only alternative I've ever found in my life was doing flight sims. Now, when I talk about flight sims, you're probably thinking of this. Oh, no. I mean this. So what I did, I wanted to try a little project out with this new thing, YouTube Shorts. Now, we've spoken about that before on this channel. You may have heard about this from other sources, particularly if you're following the Income School YouTube channel or if you're a member of Project 24. So what I wanted to do is just test the idea of, what if I did a short every single day for a month? What would happen? Well, I've just told you what happened. I got over 57,000 views and over 300 new subscribers to a brand new YouTube channel. We'll be looking at the data a little bit later on, comparing it to other YouTube channels that I've got, but that is just a crazy figure for me. Now, the reason why I went into this niche, just a bit of a background story so you don't think I'm too crazy. So basically a few months ago, I got myself a brand new computer. I got a desktop. It's something that I've been umming and ahhing about buying for a long time. I've been working with an old laptop. It's about 2 or 3 years old, and it was on its last legs, and every time I tried to edit a video or do something on the internet, it basically was freezing up. So I went and bought a new computer. I actually went with my colleague from my other YouTube channel, the IELTS Grind, Mike, because he knows a little bit more about computers. And it was a weird situation. We went to one of these little shops in Taipei where you buy the parts for a computer and they actually build it for you. And it was a weird translation. I was talking to him in English and he was talking to the sales clerk in English, but about computers. It was quite a strange thing that was happening. So anyway, I got a new computer and I was determined I would not waste my time gaming like I did when I was a teenager. But then I thought, hey, what if I could pay for my gaming time? So the idea behind starting this channel was, when I was spending my time gaming, my wife came in and said, hey, why don't you do some proper work? I could just show her how much money I was making. That'll work, right? So basically the tactic behind this was literally just to make shorts. I was just going to film normal gameplay edit it into something that was about 60 seconds or less and just stick a hashtag shorts on it. I did absolutely no research into this niche, into this YouTube sort of audience and community. I just literally put up videos on a brand new channel to see what would happen, and I'm really happy with the results. So we're going to jump into the computer. I'm going to show you all the stats for this brand new YouTube channel, and it's actually called Caliban Rising. Now, if you are at all a World War II aviation geek like me, you're going to get the reference to that, especially if you know anything about World War I too. Probably just me. Okay, let's jump in that computer. So I actually want to talk to you about two YouTube channels today where I've been using shorts to really increase the amount of subscribers particularly. So let's talk about the first one, the case study in the gaming niche. So I put the first video up on November the 3rd and pretty much did a short every single day apart from one day where I was having a bit of problems with my computer. The internet was a bit slow, so I wasn't able to actually upload a video on time. So every single video from November the 3rd until December the 2nd was a short, around 60 seconds or less. So if we just talk about the channel, it's called Caliban Rising, and it basically is about one main game, which is if you know anything about your combat flight simulators, this series of games has been around since about 2000. Very realistic. Yeah, it's probably got a small but a very passionate following, and there are people watching these kind of videos. So all I did was just play the game, you know, just for fun, and whenever I did something a little bit cool, I would make a video out of it. And this is the channel. So let's actually look at some of the numbers and see how well it's done so far, because it's really crazy compared to anything I've done before. So at the time of filming, it's actually up to 364 subscribers. It's had over 60,000 views, it says in the last 28 days. So it's just over a month actually since I started this. And watch time hours, 450. But we'll talk about that later on. So if we just look at the videos, sort of, if we go from the top. So I had one video that actually got 22,000 views. So it's about a third of the total views in the last 28 days. Almost half of the views overall sort of in the first month. And then, you know, 8,000, 4,000, you know, these kind of things. This is crazy for me. Like every other YouTube channel I've done, it's been in the hundreds, you know, 1,000 was like the top thing. I cannot believe how many views this has got in a brand new YouTube channel. It's crazy. So first of all, I just want to talk about some of the issues I had. So kind of when I started off, the issue I had was that it's gameplay, so it's horizontal, and you're trying to film vertical. So the first plan I kind of had was if I just have the vertical video playing in the center of the screen there, and I just came up with this kind of background, I don't know, placeholder almost, kind of advertising the channel, trying to get people to subscribe. So that's where I went with first of all, and then I changed tack a little bit. Then I went and I just kind of did a slice of the main screen, trying to keep all the main action in the center of the screen there. The issue I think I had was not many people in this kind of niche were doing shorts. I've not really seen many people do it, well, certainly not before I started. And you're trying to convert people that are used to a full horizontal screen and trying to get them to go vertical. I think my first comment was someone said, "Hey, why don't you leave this for TikTok?" Actually, someone said, so there's a game called War Thunder, and someone was quite witty and said, "Hey, is this War Tinder?" I thought that was a good comment. So that's kind of how I approached it. If we just look at a few of the things, so in terms of the analytics, I can just change this. Let's go custom. Let's go 3rd of November to the 3rd of December. Okay, so this was basically the first month. My first video went up on the 3rd of November, and my first long form content went up on the 3rd of December. So within that time, you can see got 57,000 views, a little bit over, 410 watch hours. Again, we'll talk about that in a moment. And I gained the 324 subscribers. You can see this massive peak in that video that went, well, viral in terms of what's viral for me. But for the most part, you know, it was getting a fairly steady amount of views throughout that period. So if we just compare this, so that first month with my YouTube channel, The IELTS Grind, that first month, we only actually had 20 views, and it got us about 2 subs and about, what, 0.2 watch hours. I don't even know how many minutes that is. That's crazy. So if we look at Passive Income Phil, so in the first month on Passive Income Phil, this channel, it got 599 views, 74 watch hours, and 15 subs, so slightly better. But that compared to what's happened with the shorts is just crazy. Let's look at 2 things. Firstly, let's look at that top video. So you can see here, you've got your views and your average duration. So the top video, the one that got so many views, you can see it's got a pretty low sort of average view duration. I think YouTube were just kind of pushing it out to a lot of people, and maybe they found a lot of people who weren't that interested in it. So that got about 26% average view duration. But you can see the other ones, other kind of top videos, which got a lot less views overall compared to that top one. But their average watch time is much higher, 56%, 46%, 64%, 78% on this one here. So, you know, they're finding the right audience, that's what I would say. In terms of reach, in terms of impressions, it got 100,000 impressions for a brand new YouTube channel in the first month. So the click-through rate, only 2.9%, but again, it was pushing out to quite a lot of people. And the traffic source, yeah, pretty much all from shorts. That's understandable. And yeah, maybe a little bit of traffic from search, but not much, to be honest. In terms of engagement, those views would have got me 410 hours and an average duration about 25 seconds. Don't forget, these videos are, most of them are about sort of 40 to 58 seconds. I normally did a cut off about 58 seconds so that it wouldn't run over the 60-second maximum for a short. But on that note of the watch hours, as you may know, shorts at the moment don't contribute to your watch hours in terms of joining the YouTube partner program. So you can see for the entire life of the channel here, so it's got about 363 subscribers, it says here, but only 10 public watch hours. So that 410 hours that it's telling me here, it doesn't actually count towards the watch hours towards monetizing the site. So this is something that you need to know about. I have to admit, when I first started this idea, I didn't realize that was the case, and it wasn't until I saw this on a brand new channel that I realized that it wasn't getting the same public watch hours. But it's okay, because if you kind of put in your longer form content, you can probably start bringing those numbers up too. And just in terms of sort of the audience I got here, a lot of people not subscribed, which is evident really. I've only got 300 subs on this channel and over 57,000 views. Not unsurprisingly, a lot of blokes are watching this, okay? And the age group, again, not surprising, sort of mainly younger guys, but obviously there's also some old aviators out there who are still playing these games. So if we look at the top video on this particular channel, so it got, if we just look at the kind of the how it progressed, so you know, it started off the first couple hours, not a lot of views, got up to 118 after the first day, which for me, for the channels that I've got, that's just crazy. And then suddenly, about 3 days in, it was up to 537 views, and then just massively went up within, what's that, probably call that about a day. It went up from about 500 views to 21,000, nearly 22,000. And then obviously YouTube decided that it wasn't working. And since then it's kind of been growing quite steadily. So it's got 22,110. That's 24 days after I put it up there. So it's gained like a thousand views, right? In about 20 days. So basically, what does all this mean? Well, I think this is a good starting point. So what I plan to do with this channel, if I continue it, because I do have to admit that I've got a lot going on, and if you happen to go over to this channel and watch it, I'm quite proud with some of the editing I've done. I've tried to give like multiple little views, try and do something a little bit special. And it takes a bit of work to do it actually. It's a lot more work than actually filming like a talking head video, because I have to go and you play the game, which is fun obviously, and then you go back and you do your screen recordings and you different angles, and it takes a while to get it done. But the plan is, if I do carry this on, to do some long form content within this niche. It's a lot of sort of streaming. You can do campaigns, multiplayer missions, and people like to watch it, you know. So that's something I'm going to explore. I may even do a future video where we sit down together and we sort of analyze the competition and think about which way to go. But the point is, hopefully if you've got this far, because this is the key point, I did absolutely no research into this. This is literally just me playing the game, cutting up some videos and putting it on to YouTube, and it's got this many views, it's got this many subscribers. Imagine what would have happened if I'd done my research and targeted search terms and things like that. Would I be over 1,000 subscribers in the first month? It's possible. Okay, so just a little bit of bonus information. If you've stuck around this far, let's just talk about another little case study with shorts. I've spoken about this channel before. It's the IELTS grind. It's the one that I do with my colleague and my friend. We're friends. We film stuff to do with teaching this exam called the IELTS. And we've had a lot of success. We've just passed over a massive milestone. It happened about 1 o'clock last night, or this morning rather. So let's talk about that. So the IELTS grind has now officially got over 1,000 subs. So I'm quite happy with this, because it's the second YouTube channel that I've been involved in which has reached sort of that milestone. So that's pretty cool. But how did we do that? Well, you may know, if you're a regular viewer, that we've been kind of struggling, Michael and I. It's a very competitive niche, and we've sort of slowly been building subs and things like that. It hasn't really been happening that naturally through YouTube. Initially, we got a lot of sort of subs through Facebook groups and things like that. And then we discovered shorts. And what we've been doing is we've been putting these shorts onto our channel. So the first one we put up on the 31st of October, and what we do is we have our normal videos go out on a Monday and a Friday, and we've just been slotting these shorts into into the other days basically. So we've had this on for like nearly 2 months, a little bit over 2 months. If we just look at the data, so up until the 31st of October of this year, we were up to about 436 subscribers. We had about 7,000 views in that entire time, and we had 361 watch hours. If we compare that to what's happened since that date, since we put up our first short, so basically we're looking at just over a month really, from the 31st of October to the 6th, let's say. So in that time we've got 13,000, nearly 14,000 views. That's twice as many views as we had in an entire year nearly, and it got 285 watch hours, 557 subscribers. It's just crazy how quickly this has grown because of shorts, and it's the same kind of information, the same kind of personalities, everything like that. It's just that YouTube have been on our side. They've been pushing it out, because again, in our niche, nobody is doing this. None of the big guys are doing this. I've not seen another short in English on the IELTS exam. And it's just, we're taking advantage of the opportunity, and it's really crazy. Now, the caveat to this is, of course, if you look at the monetization page that we have here, yes, we've got over 1,000 subs, but we're still quite low on the public watch hours. We're still only at 571, and that's because shorts do not add to that. So what we're trying to do is to push people from the shorts over to our channel to subscribe, and then they're going to find our longer form content, and hopefully that's going to get us to the monetization stage. So what was the point of this case study? Well, I just wanted to see if you could get a leg up in the YouTube game, if you could quickly hit the ground running with a brand new YouTube channel. And I think using shorts, this is probably quite a small window of opportunity that we have. You could really get your YouTube channel off to a good start. So the question is, can we take a subscriber from a short and push them over to sort of the longer form content? Now, this is something that I'm going to be testing in the next couple of months, but I think it's really a good way to start, getting more eyeballs onto a brand new YouTube channel and then going from there. And of course, with the longer form content, you're going to get those watch hours, which will help you monetize that channel. So if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a like. And if you want to join that competition to win a free Project 24 membership, just comment below and tell me what kind of videos you'd like to see in the future. I'll be announcing the winner on the 1st of January. And who knows, I might run this competition again next year. So don't forget to subscribe too. See you there.